Hi, it's Anna, and in this video you will see how the start of the COVID-19 lockdown affected San Jose, Costa Rica.
Hay un nuevo coronavirus.
I arrived in Costa Rica in late February 2020, and up until that moment I had been traveling Guanacaste as normal. Even though COVID-19 was a big deal in other countries, there still was a few cases in Costa Rica, and it seemed like it wasn't much of a worry. However, when I got to Tamarindo, I started to notice some stuff. But it wasn't until I got to the capital, San Jose, that the lockdown truly started. But why did I go to the capital in the first place? Well, if you watch my solo female travel video, you would know that I met a group of friends. Well, one of them lives near San Jose, and she invited me to go to her place for some days. So back to March 16th, here I am leaving my hostel at 5 a.m. to catch a bus to the capital. And this is true. I am living. It's so different without that big old suitcase. Now I have that big old backpack. Karen and her dog Nivea picked me up at the bus station and we went to a grocery store. Then we drove to a house which is a big finca in the mountains. Limón dulce! Whoa! Wow! 10 out of 10. There's a couple of workers living in the finca and they have animals. So Karen told me about a dog they had in really bad condition. So we went and had a look at her. She was chained, living among shit, and she was super skinny. No wonder why, she had no food and the water that she had was nasty.
¿Estás bien, cariño?
Okay. And that's when we decided we needed to do something about it. Good morning from the mountains in San Jose. Oh my gosh. This view is amazing. Today we're going to San Jose, the actual city, and we're gonna walk around, and tomorrow we're going to a volcano. Those plans changed because of the pandemic, and I think it was that day that they closed all national parks under further notice, which sucked because there were so many national parks I want to see. Coronavirus update. Everything's closed. So yeah, we're going to San Jose anyway, but we are just walking around. Change of plans. Instead of walking around, we thought it would be safer to stay in the car, so we just toured San Jose and the surrounding towns by car. We did get a car once to buy some plantains in the market. And that's when I started to realize that things were changing in the country, because we were handed hand sanitizer in the markets for the first time. Like I had never been handed hand sanitizer before. And coffee shops were limited to 50%. And I even saw vendors on the street selling different stuff. So they usually sell things like fried plantains or some kind of processed mango or melcochas. But that day they were selling hand sanitizer and face covers. Not face masks, but face covers like the whole thing. And it was then when I realized that things were getting big in Costa Rica.
Suena bonito, ¿verdad?
That's a national instrument. Was it invented here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's called marimba. Then we got to Annie's house and we had lunch. Háganme caso. Uy, sí, ahora sí. Ay, ay, ahora demasiado, ahora demasiado. We left Annie's house to go to Karen's with Esteban and Apollo. They lived next to Annie's, and Karen and him have been friends for forever. At that time, the pandemic was just starting in Costa Rica, and I guess we weren't as conscious. But anyway, that's what we did. Back to the dog story. That morning we brought her some food and water, we cleaned her space, and we started planning her rescue.
So sweet.
And this is how I spent my first days in San José. As you can see, the lockdown was still starting, and we had to figure out what to do while confined in the finca. So we asked Karen and Stepdad for some advice. In the next video, you'll see how we attempt to hike to a private waterfall and rescue Loba. Like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Bye!